So from here we head over to Southern California, where we'll be in the LA and South LA, south of LA area for about 10 days, from the 16th of April to the 22nd. From there we head over to Kauai, a beautiful island, red soil. There's a devotee of Baba Muktananda who has a retreat center, who has built a temple to Bhagwan Nityanand, and we've had a few retreats there in that space. We have a retreat that will be on the bliss of freedom. Muktananda, the bliss of freedom. We celebrate Baba Muktananda's birthday in May. Appropriately, this title has come about, and at the same time we'll also have the chanting of Haripat, a book on Haripat from Jnaneshwar Maharaj. Last night when we sang Arati Karu, I get excited when I sing it because it's in Hindi, and so I understand the meaning over time. Okay, I won't say that I understood when I sang as a little boy, but over the years as we've chanted, as we've sung it. And we have a gentleman from North India, just like you've seen the ladies in the middle wave the tray, wave the Arati. Whenever I've seen him sing, and I assume he does this every day, I think he must do this every day, he sings Arati Karun Sada. So when I saw him sing and do that, my whole concept of Arati Karun changed, because it was no longer just something you do, but to actually sing with that feeling and understanding that there is no lamp, there is no tray, but the feeling I carry within my heart, the feeling I carry within this being is the Arati, is the lamp I offer. So I thought, well, when we gather for these dates in Hawaii, from the 24th of April to the 1st of May, I have almost 2 hours every day to speak. So my mind always thinks, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to talk about? Okay, we'll talk about Muktananda. People often talk about Muktananda as in the past tense, when I was with him. For me, it is what is Muktananda today. In the year 2019, he left his physical form 36 years ago. I tell people, I love the Guru. I've not loved the Guru, but I love the Guru. And it has to be in present tense. So I thought, okay, over these days that we are together, many sing the Arati. The Shanti Mandir books don't carry the meaning, because the idea was that you chant when you chant. Because otherwise people start reading the meaning and forget to chant. And I tell them, if you want to know the meaning, there's a different book. You have to get that. So we sing Jota Se Jota, which is known to everybody, at least the words. We sing Arati Karun. We sing another one, which will make it into the book in English. We have it in Hindi and Sanskrit. Arati Lijo. It was sung back in the late 60s and early 70s. Also, a beautiful Arati. The very first verse is Nabha aur dharani Arati thala. The sky and the earth are the Arati trays. Chandra Suraj do deep ujala. What is the lamp? The lamp is the sun and the moon. So when you see a sunrise, when you see a moonrise, soon around 18th or 19th of April, you'll see a full moon. So when you see that full moon, when you see the sunrise every day, just stand for a moment and think that to that divine that is everywhere, I offer Arati. So instead of thinking, standing in front of a picture with a thing, singing, wherever you are, whether it is on the beach, whether it is just in front of your window, as the sun is rising, stop for a moment and think, I offer Arati through the sun. I offer Arati through the moon. This is the level I think the scriptures, the sages, the gurus wish for us to arrive. Baba Muktananda often talked about seeing consciousness in everyone, seeing consciousness within oneself. You hear this, you read this, you hear this, you read this. Every so often there's a little glimpse. Every so often there's a little experience. Every so often there's a little spark of that oneness. And then it goes away because the mind comes back. But when the mind dissolves, as I'm sure it did for many of us during these 9 days of chanting and chanting and chanting, just going, when the body knew exactly 6:30 here, 7:30 there, 9 o'clock here, 12:30 there, 2 o'clock there, 3 o'clock there, 4 o'clock there, 5:30 there, 6 o'clock there, 9 o'clock bed. There was nothing to think about, there was nothing to worry about. You just had to make sure you're in the right place at the right time. Always in life. Right place, right time, and everything works out. So this is what Kauai will be. All of these various aratis that we sing, we'll look at it. We'll try to understand it even more. We'll try to understand it deeper, better. Not just words that we sing, but something that evokes a feeling, that evokes this sentiment which the poet intended when he wrote the Arati. I think they were all devotees of Baba who wrote Arati Karu, who wrote Jyota Se Jyota, who wrote Arati Lijo, who had had that experience of the Guru alive and awake within them, and that inspired them to write this. So, to experience that bliss of freedom, we must experience that oneness. And then that oneness, when it becomes sthira and sukha, steady and comfortable in our life, then the bliss of freedom also becomes permanent. Till such time, its glimpses, its moments, its sparks, but there comes a time in life, in one's own seeking, in one's own sadhana, where one becomes established in that experience. And I must say, as we sat here for these 7 days and the upcoming 2 days, I offer salutations to all of you for this wonderful experience that we've had here, that we've shared here in this space. Having lived in this for the past 56 years of my life, I know that there are days we take for granted that it's how it is. But there are days when you feel that alive connection, when you feel that divine presence. And I think there are no words to express that which happens. So we invite you to visit us, whether it's in India, whether it's in the US, whether it's in Argentina, whether it's here in Australia, whenever time permits, and you can take 15 days to a month, come and do this